Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick, we're on the ZX Spectrum and we're looking at a Pac Man clone. This one is called Pac Man, so they've changed one letter then. And this was published by Your Spectrum in 1985. And of course Pac Man is from the arcades by NAMCO in 1980. There's only one control system here, and that is the keyboard Q, A, O and P. So that sounds quite straightforward. So we'll jump in a game. If I'm rubbish then I have got a cheat for infinite lives, but I'll hold off for that for the moment. So here we go. Other Pac Man clones we've reviewed recently on the Spectrum of Gobble Man. Well, this movie's a bit slow. The other one was Gobble Man and Monster Muncher. Now those two I prefer Monster Muncher just about. Pac Man's quite big here, got animation, but yeah, it's not animating very well and it's a little bit slow. The power pills are similar to that of Monster Muncher, like there's 4 dots for each square. The power pills are in the corners as you'd expect, so we'll get those. Let's see what, and the ghosts go green, so for a short time we can chomp them, as you know. Once you've got all the pills, that will be that. It seems quite competent, the sounds are quite good, but it just moves a bit clunky. Looks like the ghost AI is random, so it doesn't necessarily chase you. You get 3 lives. They go around at random rather than getting out the way, so they don't respond to if you've got a power pill or not. There's 4 of them. Let's see if I can get off level 1 to see if it increases or the maze changes at all. But we've got a nice cyan maze, a blue ghost, a red ghost, a white ghost and a magenta ghost. I'm trying to do this systematically to clear the pills out, but it's quite competent really without being spectacular. Initial impressions, my preference is for Monster Muncher, because that's well, each stage you get an extra ghost. It tries to go a little bit in a different way. Ghosts seem to run into you a little bit here. If you get through, that's bonus points. And that's essentially it. Oh, see, I didn't get much warning there. On most Pac Man games, when the power pill's running out, they'll flicker a bit and then change back. Here, it doesn't seem to give you too much warning. It says 1984 there on that spill down the bottom, but the information I've got is 1985, so take that with a pinch of salt. So 1984 or 1985. It says by TSJ 1984, but published by Your Spectrum 85. Maybe there was a short delay. Right, if I don't get off the stage 1 this time, we'll put in the cheat for infinite lives. 3 lives, as represented in the bottom middle, you can see. Bub, 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 bub. This won't be a super long review, we just want to see how it plays. As Pac Man clones go, it's okay, it's acceptable, but it's not spectacular. Go with Monster Muncher, I would say. Do check out the review of that and Gobble Man. The best, well, the actual official Pac Man clones was by Atari Soft on the Spectrum. There was Pac Man, and then a bit later on there was Mus Pac Man. So you got quite a few of these maze munchers to choose from. If you want a 3D version, check out 3D Pac Man, I think it's called. I can't remember now. Zigzag's a good maze game as well, though that isn't strictly Pac Man. Pac Mania, 3-dimensional. Played that on the Commodore Amiga and the ZX Spectrum and the Sega Mega Drive as well. That's probably my favourite actually, the Amiga version. The Sega Mega Drive isn't too far behind Pac Mania. Pac Man, loads and loads and loads of clones. I don't think I could ever review all of the clones out there, but I'll try and concentrate on the better ones. And this is one of the better ones, I suppose. But having said that, we do occasionally hit the odd stinker, don't we? Now, did you have this one back in the day? Pac Man? Nothing to do with Apple Macs, of course, because they weren't invented back then, I don't think. Boo. Right, so I've got quite a lot of pills still left to do. I've got 2 energy power pills there, which might help me a little bit. But how much, I don't know. These ghosts are very hard to predict. They go backward and forward, up and down. I suppose that makes the challenge a little bit tricky. Don't stay green for very long. Come on. That's it. That's him doomed. And then they seems like when you chomp them, they just regenerate at a random bit of the map rather than going to a central piece. This could be good. We've got 2 lives left. It looks promising. Yes, green ghost, eh? That's very strange. Oh, big colour clash there. Right, this is last life. Possible chance. Oh, not like that though. I'm going to get cornered here, I think, by a random ghost. Yeah, look at that. Random ghost movement. Beep. That's it. So I think it might be time to put a cheat in now, just to see if Maze 2 is different from Maze 1. Now, I'm suspecting Maze 2 is exactly the same as Maze 1, but we could be surprised. So let's get round here. I'll still try and do it properly, but hopefully the poke has set in. There is a poke for invincibility as well, but that'd be no fun. At least attempt make it look like I'm trying, so I've gone for infinite lives instead. Jump, 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 jump. What is your favourite Pac Man clone? Or, in your mind, does nothing compare to the original Pac Man? Yeah, it's probably, there's probably not a computer around or system around where Pac Man hasn't been attempted in some shape or form. 1980, so yeah, one of the granddaddies of the games. Right, okay, it's round there. Yeah, it's a shame those ghosts just regenerate at a random bit of the map, to be honest with you. No maze designer here, but I wouldn't really expect that. Oh, lives is staying at 3, which is good. By TSJ, 1984. Published by Your Spectrum in not 1985. I was going to say 2000 and something then. 1984 to 1985. I think I'm getting game blindness. Review so much, my brain turns to mush sometimes. Thank goodness for my outdoor walks each day. The diary cam videos. Hurrah! Mind you, they're going a bit mad as well. Bib, bib, bib. Right, so we've got about half, just over half of the maze completed. We won't worry about that fruit. You have to be right in line before you turn, or else it will stop. I'm sort of like getting used to the movements now, so it isn't too bad. Bit of detailing in the maze walls, which is good to see. Oh man, I was hoping that lasts a little bit longer then. Right, so this power pill should give us a chance to take out all these ones down here. Then we just got about 4 squares left after that, unless I can get round before they all stop being green. No, they've changed back again. The hoodlums. Oh, why couldn't you just stay a little bit longer? We might be able to get these cherries, which for some reason are yellow as opposed to red. Maybe they've gone poisonous. Look, they're all hovering round there. I can't get to them. Might be worth just dying and resetting these ones. Look, how am I supposed to get this lot when they're all in the same place? Impossible. Right, that's good. Right, they've randomised somewhere different. Yes. It's going to be a bit of grinding goes on here until the red thing goes the wrong way. Yes. Very good. Oh, man. Make up your mind, Ghost, which direction you want to go in. We might have to abandon this soon as one of those ones I just could not do. Oh, here we go. Right, 2 dots left, but equivalent to 1 dot. We need to get into that square. Come on, they're going to... Here we go. Chances. Yay! Next maze looks very, very similar. Is that identical? Maybe it might be... Something might be in a slightly different position. I need to see it again. Looks very similar. Colour's the same anyway. Right, we'll just do this maze and then we'll call it a day. If I can do. Still 4 ghosts again. Moving at the same speed as far as I can tell. In Monster Munch it gradually went... I think it went gradually quicker. Graphics are better here than Monster Munch, it has to be said. Ghosts are a little bit bigger. All on one screen. There's no warp gates going from one side of the screen to another, so that is a shame. I like to see that on Pac Man clones as a given. You need your warp gates because you can use that as a tactical advantage. But anyway, 1985, possibly acceptable, although this did come out after the official Pac Man clone, didn't it? So maybe it would have been lacking at that point. Stick to Atari Soft's version, that's my verdict. Especially Mus Pac Man, that's great. Right, so about half the screen done again. Getting our eye in now. Just mosey on to the other side. Oh man. No real jeopardy here because I know I've got infinite lives. What is that I've just eaten? Okay. Probably can do the great deal of it with these power pills here. Right, give myself maximum time, go the long way around. Right, okay, so top corner done. Back this way. Yeah, I'm going to be surrounded by ghosts again. Oh man, same problem as before. Oh good, the red ghost has gone a different way this time. If I can clear those, that'll be a bonus. Good. That's not too bad. As long as I can get into the bottom left corner and then we're cooking on gas. It's all about getting the power pill before a ghost gets to me, and this looks like it's going to work out perfect. There we go. So this is maze 2 done. Will maze 3 be the same as maze 1? Oh, it's different. It's a different layout. It's still cyan again, but a different layout. Interesting. We won't complete this one. I think it's a bit much for you to sit and watch this sort of gameplay because it is moving rather slow. Yeah, so I think I'll call it a day there. Hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Pac Man on the ZX Spectrum, published by Your Spectrum in 1985 and based on the arcade cabinet by NAMCO from 1980. It's okay, but as I say, I prefer the official Pac Man release. Got any comments about this one, similar games, or anything retro? Then please put that below. Massive thanks to everyone that subscribed to the channel, helping it grow. If you want to help a bit more, there's patreon.com/njenkin. Every bit really does help. Have a look on that site if you want to see what it's all about. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.